Is it possible to beat Zoh Shia with environmental damage only? This means no weapons, no Palico, and no barrel bombs. The build I'm using is just an amalgamation of comfy skills, divine blessing to help me survive for as long as I can, and earplugs and even wind res to help me maintain control of my hunter at all times. This is my very first attempt ever, so there's a lot of optimizing that can be done, but I'll show you some of the strategies I came up with as I discovered them. Now, the first thing I should have done here was pick up all of the pods immediately. And there is a very good reason for that. See if you can guess why that is. I'll tell you why once I actually figure that out in the video and start doing it. Right now, I wasn't actually sure if any of this was going to work, so I was kind of dicking around for the early parts of the hunt. Kind of testing the waters and all that. Beautiful start. Now it's down. Can't even do anything. Yeah, this is when it clicked for me. You want to pick up all the crystals off the ground to get them on cooldown as soon as possible. The extra pods will stay there even after you've picked them up, so there's no reason not to grab them off the ground now and start the cooldown timer. The biggest hurdle is going to be the quest timer itself, where we want as many opportunities to get those pods as humanly possible. During the next phase, we can use the falling boulders for massive damage, but that's only a one-time thing. So you want to try and be as accurate and efficient with these pods as we can. I also just realized that the thunder pods actually stun Zoh Shia as well. Interesting. Beautiful. I realized it was kind of a waste to use these pods on just one rock, so I started to develop a new strategy here. If I timed it right, I could get multiple rocks for one pod. Not bad. Yeah, those Dragon Pod multi-explosions are super freaking efficient if used properly. I was salty about that rock not going off, so I just popped it myself. I was going to be fresh out of pods soon though, and that was going to be the biggest downtime of the fight, as there wasn't really much else I could do in the meantime while waiting for them to respawn. There was one more different kind of pod I could make good use of though. I noticed Zoh Shia drops significantly less pods of her own whenever you're not using the weapon to beat the crystals off of her. So I decided to save this pod for when her head transforms, to try and get as much damage as possible out of it. Now, there is going to be a lot of downtime in this fight where I kind of just run around doing absolutely nothing for minutes on end. So I am going to cut those parts out of this video because they're really not interesting at all. But if you want to make sure I didn't cheat in between these cuts, I will leave a link to the entire unedited video in the description. So check that out if you have any doubts. These crystals take about 10 minutes to spawn after you pick them up, and right now there's about 4 minutes left before I can get any more. I tried spamming my Slinger at Zoh Shia for a whopping 1 damage per hit, in the faint hope that maybe that would get it to drop some ammo for me to do something in the meantime. But try as I may, and I did try, there was absolutely nothing to come of it, and that quest timer just kept on ticking down. I did try and get Zoh Shia to spawn as many crystals as possible all over the room for when the pods did respawn, but it was very hard to stop it from accidentally destroying them all as well. How they're not hit? I saw a golden opportunity for some massive crystal burstage right here, so I took it. And yet, not a goddamn one of those crystals hit. I was salty. Oh, that arm almost got in the way there, but we got it. We got the 2-for-1 deal. Let's fucking go. It has a little bit of a waste, but in my defense, I just didn't want Zoh Shia to get the crystals before me. Yes, I'm that petty. More Zoh Shia crystal fragments are dropping. Nice, we need those. We absolutely need those. I tried for a while to get Zoh Shia to spread some crystals everywhere so I can get as much bang for buck as possible, but she just kept blowing them up with a stupid fire face, so whatever. Four crystals hit there. Absolutely beautiful. Now it was time to make a decision. Zoh Shia was about to do an ult, which you need to use pods to destroy the crystals around Zoh Shia in order to take less damage from the fire that's about to happen. I did not want to use my pods up though, so I decided to either die or go for broke and try and dodge it manually. Nice. Yeah, we actually got the dodge and managed to save our pods. That is going to be massive. I'm actually happy that blunt pod did not stun Zoh Shia there, otherwise it would have just been a waste of time. Right now I'm just doing my best to keep her facing the corner so she doesn't take out any precious crystals with her fire attacks. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't seem like she's spawning any crystals with those attacks right now. I don't know why the hell I wasted that pod. Good ass hit on the face of the Pierce pod though. Gonna wait for it. Damn, I thought that would have been a massive chain reaction right there, eh? Now that was really cool. And oh look, right under the shrine fragment. Get pranked, Zoh Shia. I didn't realize those big ass crystals didn't do any damage. Would have just saved my pod otherwise. I wanted to try and stop that middle crystal for a chain reaction, but dumbass face got in the way. He made up for it though. Oh, we hella made up for it though, look at that. But then there was going to be another 3 minutes before our next shipment of pods, so the crystal bursting dopamine rush would have to come to a brief halt. We still had about 31 minutes on the quest timer though, so it wasn't going too badly so far. But with the waiting time in between the pod respawns and Zoh Shia's massive HP pool, I still had my doubts. I did mess around trying to get the wound to pump with my Slinger here, but no, it wasn't going to happen. That was a complete waste of a pod, but the previous hit was really friggin' good, so I'm not too mad about it. And then we had a bit of a crystal drought, where Zoh Shia, for whatever reason, just refused to make any crystals for a while. What a bitch. There we finally go. And she just immediately destroys him again. Nice. Yeah, that pod was just to insult her. I have no regrets. See, we don't even have crystals on the charge attack now. What the fuck is going on? But then I was presented with another opportunity, and I did not want to let this one go. Honestly, fighting Zoh Shia like this is so goddamn satisfying. I love popping these crystals, eh? I can't believe it, but we actually made it to the next phase. I was copiumed out my ass, hoping this was damage-based and not time-based, and that it meant we were doing really good damage to her. Only time will tell, though. No damage from all those crystals though, that kind of sucks. I don't know if they actually deal damage now that I think about it, but... yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there, ignore that. Upon rewatching, I should have immediately went for that crystal right there next to her. And I was hoping she would run forward here, but no dice. I I was learning how to be more patient with this attack here though, to get as much crystal capitalization as possible. I mean, it didn't always work out the way I planned in my head, but you know, the thought was there. And then our next crystal shortage. Only 2.5 minutes though before our next one's respawned, so I'm hopeful. But then I was about to get what I believe is my first real part break, which would result in another Zoh Shia crystal fragment as well. I decided it might be best to try and wait for a wound on Zoh Shia for maximum damage first. Oh, we got a full-on head break there, but we did miss the crystals as a result of the flinch. But we did get some massive damage here. That felt really good. But then another crystal shortage as Zoh Shia was focused solely on trying to kick my ass. God damn it, another flinch. Too much of a good thing, I guess. I also didn't realize it just yet, but Zoh Shia was skulled. It was close to death, and we had 15 minutes left. Oh my god, it's skulled. With 15 minutes left. That is 100% doable. I had no idea this would be possible on my first attempt at this, but I could see the end in sight. I just had to play my cards super right from here on out. But I did start getting nervous now and began making some mistakes. The stakes were now higher than ever and I wanted to win this thing. Oh, nice. Get prankaged. Yeah, it's got to time it right, see. Time it, she's about to slam the crystal down. Hit it right before she slams so it doesn't destroy, but then explodes onto another one. Yeah, I was getting a bit hasty and bloodthirsty here. Not a good habit to get into when we're so close to victory. Oh, yes, come here. Oh, you fucked up. Ish. I still got dragon ammo, bitch. Okay. Aw, damn it. It's like F being greedy. This would be the final time the pods would spawn before the quest would end. So this was my last chance to kill Zoh Shia. I had to be careful, efficient, and go all out. Damn, so many crystals wasted. Let's go. Is there a Zoh Shia thing there? No, fuck. Alright, cool, you do that. I'll do that. Crawl's good because he puts the fucking bunch down. Ah, miss, no. It was becoming pretty difficult to find a good opportunity for a lot of crystal bursts, and I had to just start using my pods to actually get damage in before the quest timer ended. A colossal waste of a perfectly good crystal crop circle. The quest timer was now below 5 minutes and shit was intense. Ah, damn it. Wow. Oh my god, fucking did it.
Fucking way.
Fucking did it. No fucking way.
That's fucking crazy.
3 minutes, 55 seconds left. The only non-environmental damage is like 1 damage pokes with the fucking clutch claw, hoping she'd drop something. 46 minutes, 4 seconds. I reckon I could beat that though if I attempted this again. I feel like attempting it again. It was actually a lot of fun.